Fáilte over Cóide, you're welcome indeed to another edition of the programme. Well, this week we're joining the American ambassador to Ireland, Claire Cronin, as she pays her first official visit to the Erris region of Mayo, at the invitation of Belmullet-based County Councillor Jerry Coyle. The ambassador visited the famous Carne Golf Club, the Solas Interactive Centre and Tourism Hub, which has attracted many tourists from far and wide. Her Excellency enjoyed a guided tour of the famous Blacksod Lighthouse before travelling on to St. Dervla's Well, the G-Tech Digital Hub Gisela and the local boxing club. You have a very special guest visiting the golf course today.
We have indeed. The American ambassador has decided she's going to come and visit us, so she's very welcome here. We're delighted she's coming. Belmullet Golf Club are tenants of ours, of the company here. So we run the whole operation from top to bottom, and we spend a lot of money promoting Erris and promoting golf in the west of Ireland indeed. So we're doing very well. We went through some hairy patches back during the pandemic and back in 2008 when the crash came, but we're doing well now. We have a lot of Americans coming here this time of year, the summer every year they come.
And of course the American ambassador will be delighted to hear that a lot of Americans come. But it is regarded as one of the finest linked golf courses, not just in Ireland but indeed across Europe.
That's true. It was designed by Eddie Hackett, who was the premier Irish links golf architect, and it was the last course he designed. And he reckoned to himself it was going to be his best course. And indeed, he said not alone would it be the best course in Ireland, in his view, but quite probably it might be the best course in Europe. And I think time has kind of confirmed that view, that given the numbers of people who are coming from all over the world here now. Well, you can become a member of the golf club here. We have overseas life members. We have a lot of Americans now who have joined, and they come here every year to play golf. Sometimes they come several times a year. We get people coming in here that we don't expect to have here. I suppose who Shea Given, the footballer, was here a couple of weeks ago, and it was designed, as I said, partly designed by Eddie Hackett. He designed the first 18 holes, which is known now as the Hackett course, and we added another 9 after that, and we used an American architect called Jim Ing, and Scots-Irish man collaborated with them, and they provided a third nine, and it's a spectacular 9 as well.
Ray, you're very welcome to Belmullet here. Is this your first time visiting the club?
It is, yeah, absolutely. Happy to be here. This is a bucket list. Check the bucket list, play Carne.
and why is that? What's so special about wanting to play here?
I haven't played it, but what I read and hear from everyone that's been here, this is maybe the best links course in the world, or one of them. Right? I think it's ranked number 12 in Ireland overall, but everyone will say it's the best links. So I'm looking forward to seeing if that's true.
And of course, you're involved in golf, aren't you?
I am. I'm in the golf business. I deal with clubs in the U.S., Canada, now or the U.K. and Ireland and Australia. So get to see a lot of different types of golf, links, parkland, all the traditional clubs in the U.S., but this one is the special one, I think.
And what a day you got for it.
Well, how do you do that? You dialed up this weather, the best day of the year probably. No, not much wind, no rain, sun, warm, perfect. Makes it a little easier. From what I understand, people are coming over in droves right now. There's 2 buses in the parking lot here at Carne today. There's probably 30 or 40 Americans out there. It's a great adventure. It's not just the golf. It's the people, it's the towns, it's the pubs, right? It's the hospitality, it's tremendous. I love it on the west. I love the west coast of Ireland.
Here, look, lovely to see you here in Auckland in this wonderful facility. It's your first time here. What's your impression?
My impression, I couldn't believe it when I came in here because it's a fantastic facility here in Auckland, and this is right out in a picturesque place today. I think it's the best day of the year, and it just goes to show you when you come out here, it's this hidden beauty out here that no one has ever gone to. We just have to sell it. Yes, it's going to attract, with the amount of immigration that came out of Erris, you're going to have a lot of people coming back here because they are going out of here with years, and they all went with one initiative. They went to work, and when they went to work, they all bettered themselves. They didn't go for a good time, or they didn't go for that, and they came back and they sent money back to these areas again, which was a great job, because every place out here looks so well. They have all such nature in them to look after where they left, and they love to come back. And I think this place here, this is one of the finest things that could be located here in Athlean, because it goes back in history, and there's so many left here because it was so hard to exist in the famine and other days. So they just love to come back and see where all their ancestors, and they're fairly closely knit around here. They'll find a lot of relations in a small area here, and I think that's what will bring the people back, the American tourists back here. And today it was great to have the American ambassador Cronin here. And she has been in Mayo many times, Ballina and other parts of the county, but to have her out here and to let her see for herself what's here, I think she cannot get over this facility that's here. I'd like to compliment John Gallagher, Councillor Coyle, Councillor Sean Keary for the massive work that's done here, and all the TDs and everybody that's put money the way to get this to this. I believe this cost $4.5 million, but they're entitled to it. There's not done too much for people that works, and they're all great workers out here, great communities. So I must compliment each and every one of them on the great work they've done here. My eyes were open here this morning.
It's a great day for Belmullet having the American ambassador tour the area.
Yeah, definitely. It's a great day for Athlean as well, and delighted that the American ambassador could take some time out of her busy schedule to come and, I suppose, holiday in County Mayo. And I suppose the main reason she was in Mayo is her husband has a real interest in golf, and I know earlier today he was playing out in Carne, and I believe he thinks that it's the best golf club in the world, and we're delighted with that. And it's a great day, and we're delighted to be here at Solas. Again, it's a new visitor attraction here in County Mayo. It had a very, very busy summer, so it had a great start, and it's great to see the American ambassador coming here and learning about kind of the history that's associated with here, and with Inishkea and with Blacksod, and the story of the Blacksod Lighthouse. So no, it's great to be able to share that with her and present this wonderful visitor facility to her. Again, our county, it's blessed with activities for outdoor, and equally we have a lot of new indoor attractions, but for out here, and particularly in Belmullet, and particularly out in Athlean and the Belmullet Peninsula, we had very little indoor attractions. But with this new visitor attraction here, and with the experiences that are within it is a wonderful asset to have. Also, there's a great coffee shop and there's toilets. So on a wet day where you can't go out and explore, the islands and do the walks and stuff, this is a great place to come and experience a little bit about the way of life that was once lived here, going back many, many years ago. There's a necklace of things to do and see here. The lighthouse is a wonderful visitor experience, and there's a whole story there around the D-Day and the landing and all of that, and also there's associated loop walks in the area. You can get the boat and do island hopping, and this is the centre that kind of nets it all together. So again, it's a whole bundle of things to see and do and experience. But once you come to Blacksod, it's nearly the first point of contact before getting to explore all of those things. So it's a wonderful facility for here, for Belmullet, and indeed for the county.
The ha of Jerther Gomintu, ag Ehas Egol, Miltogini Marmisha, it's your foot August fuel. Dorchan Downala is a Viklik. Is brave Mortar Mono on Skill Shinovik, Ta Queerol Tom Yartil, Ta Banya on Show, is on Chile Smarov, Janiji Bio. We on Creatory Malta, Le Cora Marshin. Dorche, Tommy Sosta, maar Tatu Coping, on me funny may fada. Who is his jaw? Near Hula may false, Gerhana Kama. It's
historic day and a wonderful day for Solas and for the Auckland Blacksod community. Tremendous day to have Her Excellency on Van Nuasel, Ambassador Verica Gudiera, Ambassador Cronin Van Ernachle Menu. It's a fantastic day for our community, Henry, and we're delighted to have the ambassador here. It's great for the community, and it recognises the work that was done by Maureen Flavin or Maureen Sweeney, read the D-Day forecasts, and it recognises the work done here in relation to the James Hack-Chuk Memorial Immigration.
And just on that point, immigration, I know when your speech today, you mentioned the links between Boston and here in immigration. Of course, the ambassador is from Boston.
The ambassador, Her Excellency, is from Boston herself. We, in 1882 and 83, 3,500 people left Blacksod Bay on 15 sailings going to Boston and Quebec. 9 of those sailings went into Boston, and they landed on Charleston Key in Boston, and 2,500 people from our community, from the Mullet Peninsula, arrived in Boston on the 9 sailings, 2,500. It's a very big amount of people, and they weren't just abandoned when they arrived in America. They had onward passage all over America, mainly working in the iron ore industry, in the woolen mills, and they spread out over all the areas. Mayo people went to make a better life for themselves in America, and they had to go. They were forced out of here by the British landlords. They were forced to go. Each person, each family that went, they got free passage. They got their clothes when they boarded the ship, and they had onward passage from when they arrived in Boston. So they spread out all over America, and through hard work, dedication, and having a strong work ethic, they bettered themselves. They made lives for themselves over there. So this is a success story, but we have to drive it on. And it's up to the agencies, the Fáilte Ireland's and the Mayo County Councils, to attract the people into Mayo, and we will get them out this far and tell their stories. We are probably the most westerly sea point visitor centre in Mayo, and possibly in Ireland.
And in Europe, actually.
And in Europe. Look at, we have our stories. We're very proud of them. The lighthouses of Erris is a key story here as well. It's not just all about immigration. There are many great stories to tell, and the beautiful areas, the blue flag beaches, but the lighthouses, the stories of the people who lived on the lighthouses, how they lived their lives, are key. We are the only part of Ireland that has 4 lighthouses. We have Black Rock and Eagle Island, both offshore lighthouses, and we have Ballyglass, and of course the famous Blacksod Lighthouse. So please come and visit us when you can.
She was all of 15 years. I'd of hope, I'd of tears, I'd of freedom, I'd of fears. But it's nothing I left behind. That I'd of horror, I'd of pain, I'd you'll never see again. But the Isle of home is always on your mind. In her little box she carried all her past and history, and her dreams for the future.
Ambassador, you're welcome to County Mayo once again. Of course, you're no stranger to this county over the years.
No, I've been here several times, but I've yet to be out to this lighthouse, so it's been a great visit.
The 80th anniversary of the D-Day landings and the significance of it, and for America and indeed Ireland.
Yeah, it is. I mean, certainly that was a monumental day in history, and to know that an Irish woman played such a significant role is just, a wonderful story, and just one more example of how the Irish have helped America. It was amazing. I mean, it's my first time ever being in a lighthouse and being able to climb to the top. A little tough to navigate in heels, I will say that. But it's just like so wonderful to hear right from the Sweeney family about the role that their great-grandmother played in this, or grandmother, I believe. So it was great, very special. Yeah, in the stories are all the same, many similarities. My own granddad emigrated from the Inishowen Peninsula, first to New York and then to Boston. So it's really actually quite emotional when you hear the other stories. We had a lovely young woman was singing there, Island Hope.
Yes.
That song brought tears to my eyes, and her rendition of it was just absolutely beautiful. But you know, it's the emigrant story is one that really shaped America. When I arrived at the Solas Centre, there was a great group of people there, some young students there who were singing in Irish, which was wonderful to hear them do that. But you really feel the sense of community here, both from all of the local community, but from some of your elected officials as well. You know, certainly Jerry Coyle has been very always good about promoting his community, and he's the one that invited me here originally, so I was very happy to accept that invitation. The memories will be really good, that's for sure. You know, I dread the day when I will finally go home to the States, but these are the memories I'll take with me.
And just one thing, I know that you did mention when you finish your role as ambassador, you'll have more time. You have a great fondness for Ireland and the West Coast, and that you're going to come back on many occasions.
I expect to. And my daughter is getting married here soon, and she and her husband-to-be say that their plan is to spend a month in Ireland every year for the rest of their lives. So maybe I'll be the interfering mother-in-law that grabs along on the trip with them.
Well, very nice talking to you, and once again, welcome to County Mayo.
Yeah,
and as you know, people here, they always have a great welcome for you.
Oh, thank you. It's been incredible. I've had the greatest last 24 hours, and I'll be sad to leave, but I will be back.
A number of presentations were made to Her Excellency during her visit. This is a great day for the Lighthouse, of course, having a visit by the American Ambassador to Ireland.
It is, Henry, it is indeed, and it was a great honour to have her here commemorating my mother. Yeah.
And of course, she was very impressed. She got a tour of the lighthouse and got the history as well from Fergus.
She did, Henry, yes, and she was very happy. She was so happy that she says she must come back again to take it all in, because this is the 80th anniversary of D-Day, and there was big publicity all over the world with that. But she was delighted to be here, and the fact that Ambassador Cronin's grandfather was from the Inishowen Peninsula by the name of McLaughlin, and it just brought the whole Irish American relationship stronger.
And you got her to sign the visitor's book when she arrived as well.
I did, yeah. That was our visitor's book going back to 1921 with the commissioners on tour. And a lot of famous names in there.
We presented her with a photograph of Blacksod Lighthouse here behind me, and also in Solas in Auckland there was presentations made to her. We showed her the Congressional Medal, which my mother received in 2021 from the Congress and the United States, and she was delighted to see it, and delighted to see a medal, I suppose, outside of the United States presented to somebody here in the west coast of Ireland. As I say, not many people have it, you know, outside of America.
And also, Henry, the Congressional Record, we showed her that, which was framed in American beechwood, which is synonymous to the Congress. I think most of their photograph pictures there are of American beechwood, and that's gone into the archives and the library, and that'll be there forever.
How do you think your mother would feel now if she was alive and celebrate the American Ambassador here on the 80th anniversary of the D-Day and the role she played?
She'd be proud, and yeah, she'd probably say to you, I was only doing my job. That's what she'd say.
Yeah. Jerry, what brought the American Ambassador? How did she manage to come to Balmullet?
I gave her an invite, and she gladly accepted it. And I'd like to thank herself and her staff, and Dermot, her secretary. They were excellent to deal with. She decided to come down today. She gave me the day. It wasn't my pick, the day, But she came today, and I'm delighted she did. It's a fabulous day here. She's had a wonderful time, and I was glad that I invited her down and that she accepted the invite.
Now, you had an itinerary for her as well when she arrived.
We had, yes. We took her to the golf club over there, which is very famous with American tourists. We took her to the new Solas Centre. We took her here to Derby as well, and we took her to the most famous place in the world as far as lighthouses go. We took her to Blacksod Lighthouse, and she has now done her day's duty with us, and she'll be sitting down for some relaxing food and maybe a drop of wine or something later on today. Everybody enjoys their days down here, Henry. You know that better than anyone. You know, people have to come to visit us here, but it's great that people come here when they see how good it is and they see how nice it is. They can't believe the natural beauty we have here. And you know, it's a good job it couldn't be exported, because somebody would have taken it by now. Somebody would have brought it away with them, but they can't take it and they can't move it out of here. And if people want to see this, they have to come here to look at it. Today is the 30th anniversary of the Northern Ireland ceasefire first. And Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton was very important in that. And today is the 30th anniversary of that. So it's great. In 1994 was the first ceasefire and the peace. We have peace in our country since. We welcome everybody to come here. People are always welcome to come to Erris and to come to Mayo and to come to Ireland. And anyone watching this across the world, you know, as I said, you might come as a stranger, but you'll leave as a friend if you come to Mayo. I'm delighted she came. She's such a pleasant person to deal with. You know, you'd know the Irish blood is there, because, you know, her people went, you know, and when I think what the Irish have achieved abroad, as I said earlier on, you know, the most powerful nation in the world will block the streets of the biggest cities in the world for the Irish to march up on St. Patrick's Day. That's a testament to blood, sweat and tears that they done to get to that thing. And no matter what president is in the White House, he will wear a green tie on St. Patrick's Day. That's a testament to them people that left a lot of them on the coffin ships and went around the world, but they never, ever, ever forgot where they came from.
Paul, not only are you a local person, but you're also on the board of Údarás na Gaeltachta, which play a very important role in the life of Belmullet.
Goramagat Henry agus sé seo lá bradúil san ceantar Erris agus ceantar na Haclíme agus fódú fáilmór tamidjin seo hanis I fáilmór níomh derbhla. Sé lá anródúil san na winterin seo go bhfuil an ambassador in America an seo Claire ní Hrónán agus ba bhaithlam cuar just a chur le muintir na Haclíme faoi an stad an solas a bhí atá an isis le haine cuairteoirí a heastú go dtí an áit seo. Tá sé antáhachta san gnó a herring semá as an cheantar agus bé I gcóirne tam beidir go mé mór an tuarasóireacht siúil an seo agus I ceantar Erris ó Belderig go dtí Carúhaid go dtí fódú agus súspí ceanráhar agus timpeall an timpeall an chunde freisin agus an bhlinglóid atá gom son an ceantar sé go mé mád chur ód mád chun cuairteoirí agus tuarasóireacht a thuirt as dúgáirtí I Ilan Eacla go dtí fódú agus bád eile a chur arás agus béidir go mé sort ring chundaí ó cosú le círí agus go mé siad antáhachta agus an chomhracht a chur san chunda freisin. Níl sé as ceantar táid an céimhne go mé sé an chomhracht ar son an chunda freisin.
Gur míle maith go
Táchail Henry agus go mé lábrá gut.
I really enjoyed the day. It was a very relaxed and informal day, and everyone enjoyed it, and I think the ambassador herself, Claire, enjoyed it too from speaking to her. You know, the weather was good, everything was good. We called to a few venues there and the people were so welcome and so friendly. She was really impressed, and no doubt there's no need to think that why wouldn't she be impressed, because we are so lucky here. We have so many venues and so many facilities here. It was lovely going up the lighthouse there and looking around, and the weather's so good, looking out at the sea and the boats going in and out to the islands, and real buzz about the place. Very relaxed. And of course back here under Derford now again, a lovely scenic area also here, and there's the well there. It's renowned for you know, for it's a cure for people's eyes, and we've all washed our eyes there earlier, and hopefully it'll keep us in good shape. There's great history involved here locally, and it's nice to be able to come here and remember it, and really showcase the area here today, like, you know, and she has seen it firsthand what's here, like, and she was so impressed. It was her first time in Belmullet. Now, we met her in Ballycroy at the Visitor Centre there a couple of months ago. Her first time in Belmullet, she's so impressed with it. We have, you know, so many beautiful locations and scenery and facilities, and it's really something that it has to be shown more to the wider world, and I think events like this is really what will let it be seen, and, you know, people know that we're here and that we're open for business and that you're welcome to come at any time.
And there's always a big welcome.
There's always a good welcome in Belmullet and the whole Erris area. You know, you might leave tired, but you won't leave hungry or thirsty.
Lovely. The American ambassador and her husband certainly enjoyed their trip to the Erris Peninsula on what was one of the most beautiful days of the year. It's a trip certainly the American delegation will remember for a long time to come, and the wonderful hospitality shown to them from the people of Erris. And there's a great saying in Belmullet, and it goes like this: you may come as a stranger, but you will leave as a friend. So until next week at the same time, slán go fóill.